Intense drought, scorching heat waves, hazardous pollutions. These are just the tip of the climate change iceberg. So, are we gonna survive or deprive? Hi, my name is Anna Panjaitan, and today I will start a conversation on Indonesia's G20 presidency on battling climate change. Last year, in November, COP26 was held in Glasgow. COP, which stands for the Conference of the Parties, is a global climate summit which aims to tackle climate change. This summit is very important. Why is it important? To answer this question, let's go back to the year 2015, where COP21 gave birth to the Paris Agreement. Initially, this agreement sparks a glimmer of hope because for the first time, almost every country agreed to keep global warming at 1.5 degrees Celsius. This target is aimed to be achieved in 5 years. Now, fast forward to 6 years later, 2021. Guess what happened? The target failed. In fact, global warming has actually worsened to 4 degrees Celsius. Basically, the whole world is responsible for the failure of the Paris Agreement. But the G20 countries is the biggest culprit of this failure. Why? Because the majority of the largest emitters are in the G20 countries, including Indonesia. Us, along with other G20 countries, are accountable for almost 80% of the global emission. But amidst failure, there is a hope. This year, in 2022, Indonesia officially holds the G20 presidency for a year. This is a stepping stone for us to fix our failures. In accordance with the COP26 main agenda, which is to achieve net zero emissions by 2050, there are 3 steps that we can do. First is mitigation through local potential. Indonesia is known for its various local wisdoms. This can aid us to reduce global warming. For example, the government, through programs like Sekolah Lapangan Berbasis Kearifan Lokal, can educate farmers on the principles of sustainable agriculture. Through local empowerments like this, Indonesia can inspire other G20 countries that mitigation efforts can simply start by harnessing local potential. Next is the adaptation through lifestyle. Phasing out coal, investing in clean energy, and other Go Green campaigns such as switching to public transportation, reducing plastic consumption, and saving energy should always be intensified by the governments. Lastly, climate financing. It is important for Indonesia to include private sectors. Through environmental law instruments, we can regulate funding obligations for the private sectors. Hence, funding for environmental conservation is not just an option, but an obligation that the private sectors shall comply with. Climate change is not a trivial issue. Cooperation between the government, the private sector, and the people is very crucial to achieve the net zero emission target by 2050. Through climate action breakthroughs, Indonesia can inspire other G20 countries and the rest of the world.